One of the questions that we get a lot from providers is, what can I tell the police about the patient? HIPAA limits what you could say to the police about the physical or mental health of your patients. But remember, the patient always has the right to talk to the police themselves. So law enforcement can ask your patients questions directly, but if you don't have the patient's authorization to talk to the police about their condition, you're limited in what you can say. Here are the times that HIPAA says that you can release necessary information about the patient to law enforcement. First, if you think that there's a serious threat to health or safety of anybody, then you can release necessary information to law enforcement. For example, if it turns out you treated somebody and you think they might have hurt someone, you can call the cops and tell them about that encounter. Second, if the patient commits a crime in your presence, you can notify the cops. Let's say the patient assaults you or your partner in the back of the ambulance. You can tell law enforcement about what happened or what is currently happening with the patient. Number three, if you arrive on scene and encounter someone who died and it looks like it was the result of criminal conduct, you can describe to the cops what happened and what you saw. Fourth, if you're required to report something to law enforcement, like gunshots or a stab wound, or to describe injuries to the police, you can do so under HIPAA. And fifth, if the cop tells you that they're looking for a suspect, fugitive, material witness, or missing person, and thinks that you might have encountered that person, then you can release that information about the person to help the police find them. And finally, if you believe that the individual was a victim of crime, you can tell the cops what happened. If the patient's alert and oriented, ask them for their permission first. Quick rule of thumb is to remember, if there's no crime or emergency that's ongoing, don't disclose anything unless the patient says that it's okay.